Hi everyone, I'm teacher Ashley here. Today we will be touching on Henry Park Primary School semestral exam, annual exam paper. So let's move on to the first question, multiple choice first. Okay, in which of the following numbers does 8 stand for 800? So 800 is this place. We will look at the digit here. So which one is 800? I will just mark it. This is 8. This is 8. So we shall find the value of 8. So the first one is just 8 because it's 8 ones. And number 2 is in the hundreds place, so it's 800. Number 3 is in the tens place, so it's 80. And the last one is in the thousands place, so it's 8,000. So they're asking for 800. So my answer is number 2. Okay, so let's move on. In which of the following numbers are arranged from the smallest to the greatest? Okay, so from smallest to the greatest, let's see number 1. 100 and 1523. Let me rewrite it again. And 1532 and 1352. So we look at the digit first. Everybody is 1. The next one is 5 and 3. So it cannot be because my 3 is the smallest but it's in the last place. So let's move on to the second one. It's 1352, 1523 and 1532. So let's take a look. All 3 starts with 1, and the second is 3 is the smallest. So this is okay. And let's look at the second and the third one, which is 2 and 3. Yes. This is the second place and this is the largest. So my answer is 2. Okay. Now let's move on to question 3. Question 3 is fraction. Okay, they want it to be in simplest form. So let's take a look. Okay, simplest form means you must divide until you cannot divide the fraction to the simplest. So I take into 1. Can it be divided by 2? No, 7 is an odd number. So in fact, actually number 1 is in the simplest form. Okay, but we have to double check for the rest. So let's move on to 2. It can be divided by 2. So it will give you 1 over 3. And the third one can be divided by 3. It will give you 1 over 3. And number 4, it can be divided by 2. So it will be 2/5. So means number 1 is the correct one. Okay, let's move on to the fourth question. It's asking for which of the decimal is the smallest. So as usual, let's look at 3. All is the same. And then we look at 0, 1, 0, 2. So meaning this one is bigger and this one also. Let's look at number 1 and number 3. And then let's look at the next digit is 6. And the other digit is 2. So meaning 6 is bigger than 2. So I will eliminate. The answer will be 3. Okay, next. Multiplication for decimal. So let's do the working together. Make sure you position the number properly. Okay, 9 times 6 is 54, carry 5. 9, 5 is 45 plus 5, 15. 9 times 0, 0 plus 5. Don't forget the decimal. And 1 times 9, 9. So the answer is number 4. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Angles. It's asking which angle is greater than a right angle. Right angle is actually 90 degrees, and greater means it must be obtuse. Obtuse angle. Let's look at H. H is like that, so it's not. It's an acute angle. So H out. Next is G is smaller than 90 degrees. It's also an acute angle, so G is out. Let's look at F. F is also an acute angle, so F is out. So we look at E. Oops. S is more than 90 degrees. So my answer is number 1. Okay, let's move on. Area and perimeter now. Okay. So the figure is made up of a rectangle and a square. Length of the rectangle is given. So I can actually find, if you look here, this is 16 means here, here, and here is 16 as well. And I have 2 measurements, so I can find this line is actually 16 minus 4 minus 7 is equals to 12 minus 7 is equals to 5. So this line is actually 5. So it's asking for area of square. So we know that squares are all sides equal. So area will be 5 times 5 equals 25. Answer is number 3. Okay, let's move on. Next is table. So the table here shows the number of children in each family. Number of children is from 0 to 5, and number of families is as stated in the table. The one family that is more than 3 children, so more than 3 will be 4 and 5. So we look at the number, it's actually 8 plus 3 is equals to 11. So the answer is number 1. Okay, let's move on. Now is fraction of a set. Okay, there are 35 children. How do we know it's fraction of a set? When a number is given and your fraction doesn't have a unit. Unit means 3/5 kg. If you have a kg, gram, kilometer, liter, or meter, all these are not fraction of a set. So let's move on to here. So since it's a fraction of a set, we need to draw model. Fraction, my denominator is my total. So means I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units. 3 units are boys. Means these are actually girls. So total children is 35. So meaning 5 units is equals to 35. 1 unit is 35 divided by 5 equals to 7. So they want children. No, sorry, they want girls. So girls is 2 units. 2 times 7 equals to 14. Answer number 2. Okay, let's move on. Okay, number 10 is perpendicular and parallel lines. So James drew 3 straight lines, and such that they are both parallel and perpendicular. So which of the lines that he drew is both parallel and perpendicular? So if you can see, perpendicular is actually 90 degrees, and parallel lines is the line that doesn't meet. So if you can see here, this line is not 90 degrees, so we have to move on because it must be both parallel and perpendicular. When I have perpendicular, I parallel here. Okay, so let's move on. Next one. This line and this line is parallel, but this line is not perpendicular. Perpendicular must be 90 degrees. Okay, so let's move on. This line and this line is not perpendicular. And let's check this thing. Okay, this line and this is parallel. And this line and this line is perpendicular as well as this line too. So my answer will be number 4. Okay, let's move on. Now is booklet B, section B question. Okay, so 67,000, 1,000 is 30, and I put 67. 800 is 20, 8 plus 95. Okay, so let's put the number together. Let's do it at the side. Oops. Sorry for the mistake. 67,000 plus 800 plus 95. 5, 9, 6. So let's say 6, 7, 8, 9, 5. Okay, so next one. Some factors are of 20. 1, 2, 4, and 20. What are the other two? So factors you need to list down. What number times what number give you 20? So we always start with 1 times 20. Then let's move to 2 times 10. 3 cannot. Let's go to 4 times 5. 5, yes, is repeated. And that's all. Okay, so we already have 1, 2, 4, and 20. So means 10 and 5 is the missing one. Okay, so let's move on. Let me scroll down. Okay, it's 4,488 divided by 6. So let's put it in the working section. So 4 cannot divide it by 6. Oops, mistake. 0. So it's 44. And 7 times 6 is 42. So 4 times 6 is 24. Minus 4, carry down 8. And 8 times 6 is 48. So answer is 7 or 8. Okay, let's move down. Okay, how to find the value of a fraction? They want it in mixed number. So we will take 9/10 plus 4/5. Please remember, fraction plus and minus must make your denominator the same. So my 10 and 5, nearest is 5 times table. I have 10, right? So I times 2, I times 2. So let's rewrite my 9, 10, and plus 8/10. It's actually 17/10. And in terms of mixed number, in case you don't know how to mix number, so you take 17 divided by 10. Carry is 1 minus 10. So you have 7. So it's equals to 1/7/10. Okay, let's move on. to arrange the fraction from the greatest to the smallest. As usual, to arrange fraction from greatest to smallest or smallest to greatest, we need to change either the denominator or the numerator. So I will see my denominator first. Is 3, 4, and 12. I have common. Timetable 3 and 4 have 12, so I'm change my denominator instead. So I times 3, and this is times 4, times 4. So the change one will be 8 over 12, and the other one will be 9 over 12. So let's compare which one is the greatest. We look at the numerator. When the numerator is the biggest number, it will be the greatest. But I cannot put my 9, 12 inside because that fraction is what I've changed for me to compare. My original is 3/4, followed by 8, 12, which is 2/3. And the last one is 5 over 12. Okay, let's move on. Fraction again is asking what fraction of the stars are shaded. So fraction is always a numerator and the denominator. The denominator stands for total, so let's count our total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And they want gray, so let's count our gray. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So my answer is 9 over 15. Okay, but in fraction, you have to leave it in simplest form. So simplest form, you ask yourself, can be divided by 3. So it's 3 over 5. That's my answer. Okay, let's move on to the next question. Question 17 is decimal. Okay, decimal is actually from 0.6 to 0.7. So in the middle is always 2 decimal places. So the first one will be 0.61. The second will be 0.62, and we follow 0.63, 64, 65, and 66. Okay, so to double check, 67, 68, 69, 70. Okay, next I want to round off my decimal to whole number. So nearest whole number, I will look at my 7 is a whole number, and I look at my neighbor, which is 6. So 6 is more than 5, so I will round up and I will plus 1. So my answer will be 28. Okay, let's move down. I want to mark for the smallest angle. Smallest angle means a cube. So if you can see, H is out, is obtuse, and E, F, G, the smallest I can see is angle F, because the gap is the smallest. Let's move on. The side of a square measures 7 cm. It didn't give you a square, but you can draw your own square since the side is 7 cm. And as I say, square are all sides equal. So perimeter will be 7 times 4, because all the sides are 7, which is equals to 28. Okay, let's move on. It's graph now. Let's see what is the graph. The graph shows Jimmy's height when he was 8 to 13. So when he was 8 years old, when he's 8 years old, he's 120 cm. And when he's 9, is here, so he's 124. 10 years old is 130. 11 is here, 148. 12 is here, is 100 and see, let me clear. Okay, so for 12 is 156 and 13 is 160. So the question is asking what was the increase in his height between 10 to 11. So 10 to 11. So it's 148 minus 130. So the answer is 18. Okay, let's move on. Question 22, table showing movie tickets prices and types of movie. From Monday to Thursday, adult is 650, children is 4. But then from Friday to Sunday, 2D and 3D there's a price difference. Adult is 9, children is 4, and 3D is $12.50 for adult and $4 same for children. Mr. and Mrs. Salva and 2 children wanted to watch the 3D. So let's move on to 3D. And they are going to watch comparing the price for Saturday and Monday. So Saturday, there's 2 adult, 3D, so it's $12.50. Children is $4. And for Monday, 3D same $6.50. Children still same $4. Okay, so let's find for my weekday first. Monday will be 2 times $6.50 is equals to $13, and 2 times $4 is equals to $8. So total is 13 plus 8 equals to 21. And next is Saturday. Saturday is 2 times $12.50 equals to 25, and 2 times $4 equals to 8. So total will be 25 plus 8 equals to 33. So they want difference. Difference will be this 2 minus 33 minus 21, which will give you $12. Okay, let's move down. Okay, a wooden box with 5 identical books has a mass of 3.55 kg, and the mass of a wooden box again is just 1.25 kg when empty, so they want to find the mass of each book. So maybe a model would be good to visualize. So this is my box, and this is 5 books. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is 3.55 kg. So my box itself is 1.25 kg. So I can find my books, 5 books. So 5 books is 3.55 minus 1.25. You will give me 2.30. So 1 book, it would be 2.30 divided by 5, 0.46 kg. Okay, let's move on. Next question. Katie makes 1.2 liter of orange juice with 0.95 liter of apple juice to make a fruit punch. This is for a bottle, so they want 3 bottles. So let's find 1 bottle first. It's 1.2 liter plus 0.95 liter, which will give you 2.15 liter. If it's 3 bottles, it will be 2.15 times 3. let's do a short working. 3 times 1, 3, 4, 6. 6.45 meter. Okay, so next one, measure and write down the size of angle ABC. We need to use a protractor. So by placing your protractor at angle B, you will realize that the angle is actually 145. This is obtuse angle. Next, here is squares and rectangle. Angles again. They give you a square which has a degree of PRX to be 25 degree. If you have realized this line cut my square is actually 90 degree. So if it's half, it's actually 45 degree. So this angle is 45. So meaning I can find here. So it will be 45 degree minus 25. 20 degree is here. Okay, and since this is a straight line, so meaning this is a right angle, is 90 degree. So now I can find XRY is 90 plus 20 degree equals to 110. Okay, so let's move on. Here is 2 squares and 2 rectangles. They want to find a parameter. Finding parameter meaning all the highlighted lines requires you to find the parameter. So if you have realized this line, this line, this line, and this line is actually 8 cm because it's equivalent to my side here, and this line, the green one, add up to give me my 10 cm. So to find the parameter is 10 plus 10 plus 8 plus 8. 36 cm. Okay, let's move on. Time question. Mrs. Tan took 1 hour 45 minutes to cook dinner. So she finished cooking at 6 p.m. So what time did she cook? So since it's time, we need a timeline. And they give us finished cooking, so it's 6 p.m. And it cooked 1 hour 45 minutes. So let's move 1 hour is 5 p.m. Half an hour, which is 30 minutes backwards, is 4:30 p.m. And I move 15 minutes, it's actually 4:15 p.m. But they want in 24-hour clock. So meaning 415, 24 hour over plus 12, 0, 0 equals to 1615. Okay, let's move down. Okay, a table question. The table here shows the number of hamburgers sold in a canteen in a week. Each burger sold at $2, and Monday to Friday is given you the number of burgers that sold. So it's asking for money collected from Wednesday to Friday. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So let's find the total burgers. Oops, sorry. Erase it first. 27 plus 32 plus 18. So 7 plus 2 is 9 plus 8 is 17. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 77. So there are 77 burgers. One burger is $2. So total money is 77 times 2. 14 carry out 14 plus 1, 15. So it's 154. Okay, let's move down this graph. Here shows the graph from June to September of how much city has saved. So before we draw the graph, we need to find out how much is June. Okay, June is 100. July is 200. August is 250. So it's 250 plus 200 plus 100. So total is 700 minus 550. That is how you will get $150. Okay, now let's move on. Okay, 10 ties and 6 shirts cost $60. 5 ties cost as much as 3 shirts. So meaning my 5 ties is the same cost as my 3 shirts. Okay, so since I know 10 ties, if I change my 10 ties, it's actually 5 ties is 3 shirts. 10 ties is 6 shirts. Okay, so $60 is actually for 12 shirts. So one shirt is 60 divided by 12, which will give you 5. Answer, $5. Let's move on. Next question. David and Alice have a total of $240. Alice has twice of David. So my Alice is 2 units and my David is 1 unit. So all is 240. But they mentioned that Alice wants to give David some money so that they have the same. So means I only can have here, and since they're sharing and they must be the same, so one big box I cut into 2, the rest I must cut into 2. So actually I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 240 I will divide by 6 to find 1 unit, which will give you $40. So how much must Alice give to David? So Alice give 1 unit, which is $40. Okay, let's move on. John bought 8 identical markers. He gave the cashier $20 and received $7.60. How much is 1 marker? So I can take $20 minus $7.60. In case you all don't know how to minus, I just show a short working. So my markers is actually 1240. So this is 8 markers. So 1 marker, I can take 1240 divided by 8. Let me do a short working somewhere here. Oopsie. I think it's too loud. Let me restart. Over here. Bring down my 4. 5 minus 40. Still 4. Carry 0. Minus 40. So it's $1.55. Okay, let's move down. Let me erase this. Okay, next one, Mr. Chen weighed himself in the weighing scale and then he rounded off his mass to 1 decimal place and he eventually has his mass at 59.8. So 59.8 is after he rounded off. So in order to round to 1 decimal place, he must have 2 decimal places at first. So they want the greatest possible number. Okay, so my 8, it can be 7, and my second decimal place must be a number that can be rounded off to 8. So, and they want greater, so I pick number 9. Okay, it did give me 59.8, but it's not the greatest, as I can still put an 8 here, and my second decimal place to be a small number, which I think 4 will be great, and 4 cannot plus 1 to my 8, so it will still be 59.8. So I will pick this instead. Okay, let's move on. Is symmetry. Symmetry means opposite side of AB must have the same image as this side. Okay, let's do here. If you can see here and here is okay. Here and here is okay. Here and here is okay. So I'm missing this part. So let's count 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, let's move down. This one is okay. This one is okay. So means I'm short of this again. So it's 1, 1. So I check 2 of the boxes. Let's move on. Now to problem solving now. Sarah bought some pears and packed them into boxes of 15. After she packed 125 boxes, she had 7 left. So how many pears did she buy? So since I know I got 125 boxes and it's in boxes of 15, meaning one box is 15, so I can find total pairs in boxes, which is 125 times 15. Show a fast working. Is 1875. So I have 7 pairs left. So total Y is 1875 plus 7, which is 1882. So he wants to have 180 boxes of pairs. So he's asking how many more pairs must he buy. So I can take 180 times 15. Since I know one box is actually 15. 9081. So it's 2,700. And I only have 1,882. So maybe I can take 2,700 minus 1,882, which is which is 818. Okay, so let's move on to the next question. Is in the supermarket. Okay, supermarket black coffee beans are sold at boxes of 3, and then each box is 12.50, and then the mass each packet is 0.8. Okay, so they're asking you 3 packets is for 12.50, and inside there's 3 packets. So what is the total mass of 9 packets? So 1 packet is 0.8, so 9 packets will be 0.8 times 9 will give you 7.2 kg. So B is how much will 12 packets of coffee bean cost? We know that 3 packets is 12.50, so we can find groups. Number of groups will be 12 divided by 3 is equals to 4. So one group is 12.50. 4 groups will be 12.50 times 4. It will give us $50. Okay, let's move down. It's time now. On a weekend, Ben spent a total of 3 hours and 10 minutes revising his English, science, and mathematics. And he took 50 minutes to revise for English and 1 hour 25 minutes for science. Now he's asking how much time he spent for mathematics. Okay, so my total time is 3 hours 10 minutes. English is 50 and science is 1 hour 25. So I can find my English and science is 1 hour is 60 minutes. So 60 plus 25 plus 50 is equals to 135 minutes. So total time is 3 hours. 3 hours is 60 times 3 equals 180. 180 plus 10 is 190. So for math is 190 minus 135 minutes, which will give you 55 minutes. Okay, so next Ben began revising his science test in evening at the time shown. The time here shows you 9:50 p.m. So what time did he finish revising for his science test? So this timing is begin revising and what time it ends. So science take 1 hour 25 minutes. So let's draw the time. He went in 24-hour clock. So means I plus 12 is actually 21:50. So 21:50, 1 hour is 22:50, 25 minutes. Let's break down 10 minutes first. Oh, sorry. 10 minutes is 23. I'm left with 15 minutes. Will be 23:15. This is the timing that he spent for the time that he finished revising his work. Okay, let's move on. John collected 300 bookmarks, gave 7/10 of them to Bill, 1/5 of them to Alice, and kept the rest for himself. So he's asking for what fraction is himself. So first I need to change my fraction to be the same. Denominator is 10, so it's 2/10. So I can find the total that he gave to Bill and Alice. So B plus A is 7/10 plus 2/10, which gives you 9/10. And himself, John, will be 1 whole minus 9/10. He will only get 1/10. Next, it's asking how many more bookmarks did John give to Bill than Alice. There's a total of 300 bookmarks. So I can draw a model. Model is 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 7 is for Bill, 2 is for Alice, and 1 is for John. Total 300. So I can say 10 units is 300. 1 unit is actually 300 divided by 10, which will give you 30. So Bill is 7 unit. Will be 7 times 30 will give you 210. Alice is 2. So it's 2 times 30 will give you 60. So difference will be 210 minus 60 will give you 150. Okay, let's move on. Next question. Okay, next question. Okay, next question is on area. It's asking that this diagram shows a rectangular cupboard, but he wants to cut out squares of 3 cm side from this rectangular cupboard. So he's asking what is the length of AB. As we can see here, sorry, this length is actually equals to 23 cm. And then each time I cut is actually 3. So I actually can take 23 divided by 3, which will give me 7 remainder 2. So actually my AAB, which is the remaining part that cannot be cut, is actually 2 cm. How to double check? You can take 7 times 3 equals to 21 cm. And 23 is the total length, minus 21 is equals to 2 cm, which is the same. Okay, so let's move on. It's asking how many squares can I cut from this cupboard. So we already found length. Length we can actually cut 7. So how about the breadth? The breadth is 10. So we can take 10 divided by 3 is actually 3 remainder 1. So that means we can cut 3. So total will be 7 times 3 equals to 21. Okay. This is for B in case, and this is for A. Okay, let's move on. Gina and Hazel had the same amount of money, so let's draw them to be the same. Gina, Hazel. Gina spent 59. And Hazel spent $5. And they say Hazel has 4 times as much as Gina, meaning Hazel got 4 units. Let's use another column. 1, 2, 3, 4. This one is pen. So if you can see, this is actually equals to this. So we can actually find 3 units is 59 minus 5, which gives you 54. 1 unit will be 54 divided by 3 equals to 118. I want to find Gina and Hazel have at first. Both have the same amount of money. So I can take Gina. Gina is 59 plus 18, which will give me $77. And since they have the same, so total will be 77 times 2 will give you 154. Okay, let's move. Here shows a rectangle ABCD, and they say that the length of BC is twice of EC. So meaning my BC is 2 units and my EC is 1 unit. So I can find my EC first, which is 6 divided by 2 equals to 3. So means this is 3 cm. Okay, so let's move on. They say AD is half of AB. AD is half of AB. So we know AD is 6 cm. So meaning my AB is 6 times 2 equals to 12 cm. Okay, so we can start finding my shaded part here. So shaded is 3 times 3, which is equals to 9. And my area of rectangle is 12 times 6, which gives us 72. So unshaded is actually 72 minus 9, which will give us 63 cm squared. Okay, let's move on to the last question, which is pattern. So as you can see here, my number of sticks, each time I move is plus 2. So my fifth one will be 9 plus 2 equals to 11. Okay, and then my number of buttons is actually plus 1. So B, they're asking that the figure pattern has a total of 129 buttons. So it's this part. What is the figure number? So my first figure is 3. So I can take my first 129 minus 3 is equals to 126. So each time I move is 1, so 126 divided by 1 is still 126. This is bigger. And then I must plus 1 because I took away my 3 buttons just now. So 126 plus 1 equals to 127. Okay, let's move on. How many sticks are there in figure 17? So now we look at sticks. Figure 17, same thing. This is C. So figure 17, I must take figure 17 minus the first figure, means I have 16 figure in between. Each time I move, is 2, so will be 16 times 2. It will give me 32 states in between. But I minus away my first figure, which is 3 states, so I will take 32 plus 3 is equals to 35. Okay, that's all for Henry Park paper. Hope my explanation helps you to solve the question as well. Thank you.